What are you doing? What are you talking broken English for? No.
I thought they could understand me better.
No, sit down.
Talk broken English and cinematography, stay in mind. Welcome to the class, you learn the art of dealing history, you're making broken English and math.
Bienvenido al Películas de Inglés Quebrado.
I don't see the point in taking a photo or a video that no one ever sees. And that's great, genuinely, if that's what you're into, that's what you're into, but I think the photo should be shared. So this is me on my first trip back to Bolivia in 28 years since losing my mum. And quick trip over to Houston, and I would spend the next 6 hours in Houston making silly faces and trying to eat the famed Whataburger, which was recommended to me by one of the employees at one of the other terminals. They told me to go over there, try it, so I did, and it was good. I mean, it's a very Texan thing apparently. I then decided I wanted to get some stuff to keep me awake, so I tried those superfood pop chips. Got threatened by a couple of people because I was pacing a lot. It was quite the ride. And then I ended up in Bogotá. Now Bogotá would have been a lot better of a place to spend 16 hours had I not had to pay for a visa, because United Airways hadn't checked in my stuff all the way through to Bolivia, which I'd asked them to. Instead, they checked it just to Bogotá, so I had to pay $85 just to go out to grab my suitcase to put it back in. Now as I'm out there and I'm walking around, I'm guided by someone who knew the circumstances, and then again I haven't told you that I was going through there carrying my grandmother's ashes to bring them to my grandfather's grave. Now, he knew this, we went through the whole area, he saw how frazzled I was, and again, as soon as we got to the area where I could pick up my suitcase, he put his hand out looking for a tip. Now, I would recommend the Avianca lounge, because it's food all day, reasonable supply of electricity, bit of privacy, all the beer you want, wine you want, coffee, cookies, whatever it happens to be. It's not a gourmet place, but it is good. And it's definitely good if you need somewhere somewhat private that you feel secure with your stuff and you feel secure being, because it is a private lounge. Now I had to wait in Bogotá for 16 hours for my connection, which is a hell of a long time to spend in an airport, even if you do have a phone and a computer and entertainment. And if you have been travelling for a bit, it's very hard to try and take a nap in that area. So I explored the airport, as one would. Saw Guy Fieri has some stuff there. Saw plenty of rum in the duty free. And of course then I collected myself because I didn't realise how emotional I would be getting on the plane to head back to La Paz for the first time in so long, and given the circumstances. But I did. I mustered up, courage is the wrong word, but I put myself together and I went. In a lot of ways it was the doing that brought me what I needed. There was definitely a frog in my throat and some tension as I boarded. But then there were a bunch of drunk Colombians going to a football game in La Paz. That soon took away the tension and brought a little bit of bitterness as I tried to have a calm, quiet flight with seats that weren't reclining amongst a bunch of drunk Colombians wanting to watch a football match that kept taunting the stewardesses. It's a bit of a bumpy descent getting into La Paz. I actually am trying to hold the camera as straight as I can here, and of course I didn't realise how formidable the altitude would be, because it's about 2:30 AM that I'm arriving, and then customs, according to the Bolivians that I'm in the queue with, will tell me how bad the wait was and how it's usually a lot faster, so it won't be till after 4 AM that I actually manage to make it into the city. Getting to El Alto and getting into La Paz was a very surreal situation. It made me ponder a lot about existence and the meanings behind life and, well, existence in general. And I didn't actually realise how formidable the oxygen depletion and the altitude would be until the next day when I had a doctor's appointment with my uncle and we saw where my oxygen levels were with the oximeter. Wasn't fun.